They're trying to use mind affecting abilities on me. So good timing on the mind affecting immunity. Although the only thing we've really done, which is an important thing though, is we have forced everything to go through melee or physical combat. Outside of that, we can't really be affected by anything. Irvin's mechanical jumper. Irvin Entwistle is a deep gnome resident of Undermountain who likes to invent things, much like many of his surface cousins, not well liked by his own kind. Irvin has managed to make friends with many of the other peoples of Undermountain. One of Irvin's friends is a harpy matron. Irvin was once considered prey, and while being hunted, he dropped the mechanical jumper he had just built. The harpy saw the jumper and reacted by dropping it to grab what it thought might be a nice snack. Not only did it miss the first time, but 7 times after that, getting madder and madder. Harpy Matron happened upon the scene and saw how poor her underling's aim was. She was quite upset and ended up convincing Irvin to make a large number of the hoppers to use as training. While the harpies were recently slaughtered in a war between the surface and the drow, the hoppers have leaped their way into the many recesses of Undermountain. This item doesn't seem to have any purpose, so I'm assuming it's a quest item. It might be an important quest item, but it could also be for just cash and experience. Just a merchant. Dragon Scale Shield, 100,000. It has acid, cold, electrical and fire resist, universal saving throws. It has weaker armor class by far, but those are solid elemental resistances. You used to be a fighter or a paladin to use them. It is a +1 large shield. We're using +2 tower shields at the moment. +3 tower shields, so the difference is quite significant. The armor class is more important to me. That's a good one. 94,000 for racial defense boots. Improved saving throw versus death +7. That's where the price comes from. Full plate +3. I'll buy this. It's not particularly useful now, but we can add also the good stuff to it. It's +1 armor class basically, for the price of 8,300. Warhammer +3 versus Warhammer +2. Yeah, this is such an important thing that we have to take it. Don't have to switch to it immediately, but open locks +13. Right, couple of extra dungeons and we are starting to get back holding. Regeneration, soak damage. Don't care. Regeneration, will saving throws. Don't care. And that's pretty much all I have so far.
Here you meet your end!
Mostly garbage. Should be immune to everything like this. But mind affecting and mobility affecting abilities are not the standard on our. Irvin's mechanical jumper. Yeah, someone's going to buy those. How about this block under here? My friends crave for you to inspect certain areas on the book tree and reveal whether it is habitable. When you reach the level, I'll update the areas you'll need in your dungeon journal. Sure, why not? Faye, lawful good. She is a terrible fighter. Good charisma. Probably has decent spells. She will not survive, but we'll see. Okay, it's 4 times 4, now the entire level area, and probably at least 3 levels deep. Things change apparently. Doesn't really matter where we go. Magnus's hive. Why a hive though? Certainly hints at Formians or
let nothing uproot
some
you.
sort of insects at the very least.
Here you meet your end!
Intelligent shape-shifting spider. Just an encampment, nothing else here. We are getting low-level spells thrown at us constantly. Enemy certainly has poison too, so there are some defensive holes we need to patch up soon. I just don't know how serious they really are. Medusa will probably kill their own
Here
guys.
you meet
So,
your
and I'm
end!
pretty sure I'm immune to the purification effect.
To the fight! Onward!
Eye Watcher. Okay, it's probably some sort of a spider kill here then.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Because the mini bosses seem to be spiders.
To the fight! Onward! Die!
Keywords black tentacles.
Hold this place. Let nothing up. To the fight! Onward!
Spellcaster. For me and Taskmaster Harlan. And a merchant.
Good day.
Show me what you've got. +3 tower shield, boots of defense, damage resistance, cloak, full plate +3, nothing particularly special. Warhammer +3, expensive one. Heal potions? Yes. Game seems to be giving us infinite amount of heal potions at this point, so I'll take 10. I can always buy more when the opportunity arises. Possibly can always buy more. Don't really care about the cost. This isn't about cost. This is about if we face a powerful melee combat character, we have to have full heals or we might as well have nothing. Craven Necklace. +4 natural armor, improved evasion, saving throws versus death, bonus to height +15. Isn't a bad necklace, but most of the cost comes from abilities that we don't care about. Safety ring is usually saving throws +7. Right. Less weight. Well, that's nice. 10% acid immunity. True seeing. That is a thing that might be useful. It basically gives you initiative in certain type of fights against powerful spellcasters. Damage resistance bludgeoning 25. That's a strong damage resist, but I don't think this is worth keeping. 50% piercing immunity. That is a lot, 50%. And you can combine that with damage resistance. I've never seen such a high resistance value, percentage-wise. Bruising helmet. We need to buy another bag folding. Or whatever magical bags they're called. They're not technically bags of folding yet. Not good enough. I don't really care about the weight itself. It's all about the space. Inventory space. Weapon finesse. Too bad we don't care about that. We're strength based. Damage resistance versus positive energy. 40. I mean, who the hell even uses positive energy? But 40 is a lot, so Hasted Helm. In some ways it would be great, because currently the bracers, right. Bludgeoning resistance isn't doing all that much to for us. And we might have better bracers. Bracers seem to have these weird strong damage resistance values. Also we go for extra strength. Right. All about the inventory space. I don't want to put the armor here because our plan is to switch the armor at first opportunity. Okay. Damage bonus, cold damage. I suppose that is supposed to be monk gear, but that's pretty pathetic. Yeah, we might want to start doing something with the gems too. Not necessarily put them there, because we're constantly getting new ones. But that also means they'll probably stack fairly well. I mean, while we're constantly getting new ones, we're not getting that many of them. So they shouldn't fill out this inventory space all that quickly. They'll automatically stack if they're similar type. Dark brown scale, dim brown scale. There are slight differences. So at most, oh, I think we have one type that we have 9. Dark Blood Pearl. Dark Crystalline Blood Gem. Okay, there's surprisingly many different types. I would hazard a guess that there's actually quality variations of the same type more than anything else. So all the emeralds are of the same type. Dim Emerald Scale Gem, Dark Emerald Scale Gem, right. A little bit of unfortunate inventory management, but I think this will help me more than anything to get a better grasp of what exactly do I have and how much. Bags of holdings will lead to a situation though where I probably have a lot of obsolete equipment at some point. This does create a little bit of extra inventory space for us. I'll have to check through the potions at some point. Water Elemental Summoning, I don't think so. Invisibility, See Invisibility, Ghostly Visage, are you kidding me? Protection from Good, Full Strength, Lore. Well, these could be useful, sort of. No, Paralysis cannot really be useful. Lesser Dispel, no. Don't think that's gonna be useful either. Protection from Negative Energy. True Strike certainly can be useful. Still, I'm gonna just mostly leave things here. I don't want to check on them too much. Heal potions have to be readily available though. Don't want to go hunting for them when the shit hits fan sooner or later. And it will hit the fan, there's no doubt about that. Lesser restoration potions technically might be worthless at this point. I mean, we have the immunity toward that, but you never know what type of item switching around you have to do. And the potions don't take that much space. Just 5 of them. Right, this is a dead end. Right, Forge. Forge is what we need if we want to do our equipment upgrade. I think I've been here before, right? This is where I started. Continue... yeah, west.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Plot giver.
The good of all!
Surprising amount of low-level spells. About 20 magic missiles they can throw my way. Still, that's all they have, so that's not good. And I don't have vampiric regeneration like current weapons. So my regeneration rates are fairly low at this point. Looks like a fighter's area. A lot of heavy armors here.
The good of all!
Although enemies are in 3-man groups, which is usually below what you would expect in a fighter group. The fighter group probably has double that. So this is likely rogue or mage in challenge. The loot is generic, I think, because I haven't chosen a specialization. Polymer of Self, I don't really see ever using that, but also it's one of those things that might provide a miracle at some point. Let's kill the Medusa first. Preferably something that poisons next. Yeah, poison still works. We have immunity towards it if we care about it that much. But I'm not sure if it causes attitude loss. Easy way to test it. Can always recover the effect. Interesting looking light flail. Looks special. Yeah, ability damage and no ability damage, so we can get poisoned, but we literally cannot take any damage from it, so we don't have to give a crap about it.
To the fight! Onward! By the mothers! Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Did I meet up with the plot giver already? Anti-Ranger. Definitely have not been here. The hag.
Amor?
I made unhappily grace for you to converse with a red slut named Ludak. Ludak can be found on level 3. Once you have spoken to Ludak, the red slut will pay you with 3,500 golden experience. Right. Pretty safe. It's just 3,500 extra for doing nothing extra. As long as we don't have to babysit them, that's basically just free experience for me. What is the Lester's quest? Explore area. Okay.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Path down, plot giver, and camp. Ooh, they're fighting the shopkeepers. Shit. There's no shop. There never was. There is a Harling and a monster seller who does not have anything to sell. The monster likely got murderized.
By the Mother's Wrath! Here you meet your end!
A critical hit on me. Otherwise he would not have hit.
The good of all!
Hopefully it's another plot giver here that isn't gonna come with us.
By the Mother's Wrath!
Acid damage. We have a reasonable chance of getting the reflex save right, so the Hive Worker won't do any damage to us. Like 3 in 4 chance that he will do nothing. Attack once versus good, thanks. I'm good.
By the Mother's
Literally good. Interesting looking bow. There's stone skin potion. Okay. That is Mr. Plotgiver. Safely behind the door. That is, what is that? Stairs down. See what Mr. Plotgiver wants to say to us. Half Celestial. Got a couple of hits, but really most of the damage again comes from the... Occasional critical hit just is not enough. And this is a time where our physical defenses are at their weakest, because I sacrificed all of it in order to get this status effect. I think that's a smart move to make, but still. We can later on certainly add some bonuses. I can now add defenses against normal attacks. Substantial defenses like a 15-point damage reduction. And that's pretty much the worst one I've found so far. True strikes are for situations if we face some sort of an enemy that has such a ridiculous armor class that I simply cannot hit them. Our organization longs for you to tour certain areas on level 1, 2, and 3. Discover what lives there. When you reach a level, I'll update the areas. Yeah, sure. The reality is I can't complete this. Very likely at least. Well, 2 areas at least here, so that looks promising.
Here you meet your end!
Yeah, he's about to die already. So either I equip them properly or I just tell them to stay back.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you. By the Mother's wrath!
We did get the one item that is supposed to allow us to track something. I think we should use it, because there's at least a possibility that there's a 0 chance of you finding the intended item without using the tracking device. So if I never use it, I might miss the opportunity entirely. The recipe for Poison Cure is on a level below this one. The encampment had nothing, if I recall correctly.
Onward!
Right, so where do we go? South or down? South.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you. mother's wrath! To the fight! Onward! You'll soon be here!
Gonna lose characters here. If I keep an order to attack, I have a better chance to survive.
By the mother's wrath! Hold this place. Let.
I could really use a merchant. Still, carry weight wise, we have a lot of things we can carry. Potentially interesting gauntlets.
Hold this
There are a lot of
place.
shitty
Let
gauntlets that
nothing
look
uproot
like
you.
that, but I would have identified something like that. I have enough lore for that sort of identification. Critical failure. Hive Defender, are you a mini boss? So definitely seems to indicate, well, we had spider mini bosses. Now we have beetle mini bosses. Ethereal Visage, that's a powerful buff. Powerful protection spell. Yeah, now I'm pretty much at my limit with, as far as carry weight is concerned. Too many heavy armors. Copper Wormling. Quarter of my health. Third of my health. Not to be taken lightly with this sort of a situation. There's really no serious threat at the moment, but we're edging closer and closer to it. Encampment, thank God.
Here you meet your
Basilisk. Oh, Manticore has to die. I'm petrified and I died. So petrification isn't counted, I guess, in any of the protections. That's a new one.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
The Basilisk is the primary target. Manticore is next. I can't do anything to protect myself against his bites. I need to add physical protection defense on my just Restoration scrolls and potions. We are immune to that sort of thing, but again, nice to have a way to restore everything to normal.
Onward!
Buy a beetle, and there's a spellcaster, but no shop. Still, this is a good thing. We can improve our equipment significantly here. To counter some of the threats, we need a basic damage resistance. I'm sort of reluctant to upgrade this now, because we have two similar armors that are magical already. So with any luck, they're +3 plus something else. I think I'll upgrade this armor while we're at it. I'll basically try to add the damage reduction value to it. Damage reduction. +1/20. So how many can we do these? Yeah. 1. Only 1. So no. Definitely not. Still, this is an unfortunate situation for us. I can probably add something to the weapon though. Vampiric regeneration +2. Yeah, there's no real downside to using this. We can do it multiple times over. Just extra regeneration, great for us. We could have added normal regeneration to it too. Maybe to this shield? Three regeneration +1 items, okay. 3 ways to do it, probably. No, it's all the same. Dark golden tier. Still, I'm getting hurt constantly now, so extra regeneration is welcome. 50% increase in natural regeneration and a +2 vampiric regeneration. For better, we actually need to find a shop first. We'll continue moving south.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you. Here you meet your...
So many attacks, the vampiric regeneration is a fairly powerful addition to our health recovery. Even with some damage taken, we maintained the full health this time.
I carry too much.
I know I carry too much. What the hell am I supposed to do with it? Can't exactly stop looting. And there's nothing here. Crap. I could move around my inventory a little bit. I don't really care to. Medusa has to be taken care of first. I need to check what the petrification resistance is. That's an important thing. That might be worth swapping further. I think it's 42. That's why I sort of ignore it most of the time. But sometimes you do fail. But we could certainly improve it further. We would focus on universal saving throws, those not specific, because otherwise, because you never know what you want to really do after a while. So while fortitude is nice now, universal would be good always. This is definitely a combat lair, right? I don't see anyone who would petrify me. I think Sea Hag has the ability to train the gaze or something like that. Fortitude save. Difficulty level 11. I have plus 11 to the check, so still, she continues to use it, it will succeed sooner or later. Getting about 20 points of experience per killed enemy. Exactly a huge amount. Still, 2,500 for a level up. Don't see anything particularly dangerous there. Sorcerer might be the biggest problem. Right, Magnetic missiles do a little bit of damage, but the actual regeneration and attacks feel better. And we're at full health. Well, 2,000 anymore, so decent amount of experience from the fights themselves with you. Take Remove Curse. My first Remove Curse potion. Don't really expect to need it, but that's one of those things I don't think you can really remove through any other means. Got to remove the curse. Now we pray that we get an actual shopkeeper in the next area.
To the fight! Onward!
Camps seem to be fairly plentiful, but merchants not so much. It's a camp and nothing else. Suits me just fine.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
I don't want to open the doors here. I don't want these two guys getting into any kind of fighting. So we'll open up access from this place.
Here you meet your end!
I don't understand why he attacks worthless opponents. Still, let it be. Just attack some. If they lack any kind of heavy eating spell, my regeneration will overcome. Still, 50% health, which is actually healthy. So, third level spell is like small. Still, again, by the end of the fight, we're close to full health again. Please have a merchant. Basilisk. I don't think it really matters who gets attacked at this point. All the dangerous ones are there's the sea hag though. Okay, I'm running out of inventory space this time, so really fingers crossed that we get a merchant from this next camp. Otherwise, I might even have to backtrack and leave this place entirely, or just randomly go through areas. Let's mind blank. I suppose I could just run through the areas, but I don't particularly care for it. Because it's hard later on to really recall where you've been and where you haven't been. A merchant. Monster Stiller. Yeah, they probably can't kill that one. Okay, still. Lizardfolk Rogue Harling. Mummy Minion.
Amor.
I really don't have inventory space, but I still need to look beforehand if there's something interesting. Couldn't buy it even if I wanted to, but later on it's hard to say what we sold and what was here right from the beginning. Weightless battle axe. Amulet True Seeing. Plus move silently plus 13. Okay. Nothing all that interesting. Rubbish. Damage reduction plus 2, soak 25 damage. That's quite powerful. I'll have to sacrifice freedom for it. That's not happening in an area where there's so many spiders running around. So that's a nope. Knockdown. I don't want that. Knockdown would not be bad, really, but we can get it easily by just picking feats. Use magic device plus 9. Regeneration plus 2, spell focus necromancy. Garbage. Tons and tons of garbage. Haste. Plus 8 heal. I think we already have haste bracers. Don't need another one. The bonus to heal might make it better than the one we have, but I don't give a rat's ass about heal, so... Plus 2 armor, plus 4 saving throws, fortitude. Probably have a plus 3 armor. Bludgeoning plus 1. Don't care. I'm not even sure how that works. Is it better or worse against bludgeoning? Logic says one thing, but that's not always how the game mechanics work. Logic says it's extra. Naturally it has to be extra. What's the point otherwise? It's a more expensive magical item. Improved saving throws universal +5. That is a substantial increase. Still, I don't really care. I really don't. Invisibility purge, unlimited usage per day. Well, unlimited usage per day sounds nice. So every time there's an invisible something, we can bring it forth. Indefinitely. It's an expensive item. But not that amazing. Main problem is that the game is full of amazing items. Concept of Fury. This has greater missile storm, 1 use per day. Magic missile, 1 use per day. Magic resistance, 5. And armor bonus. This is actually fairly good against certain type of opponents. But I don't think I give a crap. I have an idea of our character and I'm gonna build around that. We're gonna beat the shit out of everything using the hammer. And that's the way it's gotta be. Why in the hell did I pick up a katana? These are fine items, just fine. Problem is, we need the cloak more than anything else because it has the mind affecting ability. Getting entangled is a problematic thing. Getting mind control is basically game over. Hasted boots. Not sure if I have hasted boots yet. These are saving throw plus against fire +2 and spot +6. I'll take your hasted boots. So we can give up hasted braziers and put in something better on the brazier front. There's at least one strength improving brazier that I think I have. Possibly, I might have sold it. A haste belt. No, we're gonna use strength belts. True Seeing amulet, I think I have those. I only have a True Seeing helmet. I have a True Seeing ring. Positive energy blast, reduction 30. Battle resistance. Freedom. Slashing resistance, dark vision. It's not good, but at the same time, I'm not actually sure what type of concepts do I still have. So the slashing resistance at least could be very useful. Wrist of the Vizier. Rubbish. No, garbage. Had a unique look, so alright though. Just negative energy resist 35, open locks +7. That type of equipment piece could be useful later on. It really depends on what the game throws our way. Spell immunity of level 1 or lower. This would protect us quite well, but this type of level of damage that they throw our way, yeah, it sort of hurts, but it has never been really threatening to us. Not really. 3 gauntlets, what to take? Enhancement bonus, strength +2, that's very attractive. Positive energy, resist 40. Another thing might be damage resist. I can't think of anything else that I would really want. These are all terrible though. Slashing resist. I want the strength. Because while it is true that we're sort of getting our ass handed to us here and there, it hasn't been really a threatening thing so far at all. So what we want is a little bit of extra hitting power. It's not much, but it's a little bit. Carry weight increased massively. That's something. Damage increased. That's the big thing. Gotta keep pumping that up. We're not really missing all that much. Our damage to do about 12 to 40 something points of damage. Fairly reliably 15 with every hit. Up to 50 plus with criticals. And a couple of weapon master levels and those frequency of those criticals will go up drastically, because I can get both the critical threat increase and the focus as a feed. So the threat raise will increase quite a bit. It's still gonna be people compared to proper weapons, but that doesn't matter. Attributes cannot be lowered, so the disease is irrelevant. I'll just succeed in a saving throw and the damage reduction doesn't happen and the disease will go away. The effect might be stale for a while, but it's not a threat. About 700 and more XP per level. Looks like we'll have to visit the merchant again. I feel like I'm spending more time with the merchant than doing anything else at this point. I don't like it. We might have to just call it quits with the looting. Or be very selective. I mean, what's my money situation? I haven't even bothered checking for a while. 1.6 million currently. So we really don't need the money. Again, if we spot useful items that cost million plus, or we drop below 1 million in gold reserves, that's another matter. But currently that is not even remotely of the realistic thing. Constitution. Immunity spell level 2 or lower. Wonder how high that can go. %20 strength weight reduction. Not exactly the greatest piece of armor. Best things are the weight reduction attributes on the jewelry in general, because they don't weigh anything in the first place. Poison immunity, I don't care. Poison and disease still affect me, but it's irrelevant. I do have a way to cure it too, though. Don't really see a point in that. Okay, there's nothing here. Might as well take the systematic approach, so head north. Ah. 25 strength, 22, 17. So we are doing about what? 13 to 20 something damage with each strike.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
It has a plot giver and a camp. Manticore has to die quickly. The rest of the trash can't do anything to me. We're closing to a level up. Could be an important weapon master. Either we get better critical threat range or a critical threat multiplier. Not sure which one would we get. So 4 times normal damage. We can only do criticals with 20. We can double that to 19 and 20, maybe 17, 18, 19. With a huge amount of attacks at a constant stream, that's a lot of critical hits, even though it's pretty much the worst possible option out of all these different type of weapons. Miscellaneous jewel. Mithril shirt. It is for mages. Mages can cast spells with that. nothing special here. Yep. Might as well go for the wizard.
By the mother's wrath! The good of
Three casters. Still, they're not enough. Two of them might cast damage spells on me, but I'm pretty much covering that. As long as they're physical combat fighters basically can't do reliable damage to me, that's really fair. Increased saving throws should help though. See a point in see invisibility if anything at this point, since we have the item that can reveal invisible things. Indefinite, unlimited uses. Attack bonus versus dragon. Don't care. I'll be able to do better than that. Any kind of a specialized tool against a single enemy type is just not worth it. Here's the all important level up. Damn it.
To the fight! Onward now! Here you meet your end!
Oh, they have a beholder here. Didn't notice that. One eye can have petrification. I doubt that he would have had it though, it wasn't a proper beholder, but still, not risky. 99 arrows. Ooh, good arrows. Damage bonus versus good, negative energy damage. Reduce saving throws, negative energy, vampiric regeneration 2. Right, what do we get? Add 1x to weapon critical damage multiplier, so we get a 4 times multiplier. Superior weapon focus at +1 to attacks with weapon of choice. Actually, that's very nice. Nice indeed. And we're gonna keep pushing strength up at every opportunity. What to do? Do I want to keep pushing discipline up? Probably yes, but how effectively? Surge still could have some use. Let's go with discipline as much as we can so far. We can increase the critical threat range. Or the greater cleave. Threat range increase is more important. Warhammer. Yes, from 22 to 25 more damage. Critical threat range 19 and 20. Damage multiplier 4. So we can get a decent threat range, a lot of bonus damage, good multiplier. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot and lots of damage. What we're really missing now is elemental damage from the equation. No recipes to add that.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
That should add damage massively. And he's Elven Cleric Hireling, and that's it. So totally worthless.
Here you meet me!
70 points of damage on a critical hit. 67. About 15 points extra. We can get it higher. If I would have been certain that we can get to epic levels, I would have gone for the devastating criticals, overwhelming criticals. Ones with high strength value cause instant death. And you take a weapon that causes easy critical hits. Ooh, that's interesting looking. And you just slice through everything. Still, then you get an opponent that is ignoring critical hits, and then you're in deep shit. A mage would like for you to fetch heads of state. Some are bound in container or level 2, and I will compensate you for each one you fetch. Sure. The fetch quest for some item I don't really understand. Right, we are continuing north. In the hopes that we will find a merchant there.
To the fight! Onward!
I don't really understand why the game insists on making inventory management more troublesome and time consuming than it really needs to be. I suppose it's my responsibility then to try to make it somewhat bearable.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Camp Plot Giver. Gorgon. That is not good. Something with a massive aura too. Like a dragon. Yeah, it's a dragon. Surely a black dragon. Gorgon is still our biggest threat. What a shame. Cleric dead. You might cast something that changes how things would go here. I don't think the other... There's a clusterfuck of fighting already going on. I guess it's the Umberholt's mind affecting me that's causing trouble here. dragon isn't gonna last long. Wizard. You don't want to stay there. Keywords black tentacles. And for line is dying. Forced to heal. I'm not gonna use an actual heal bottle though. Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, it's good. Because if I don't use something now, I am dead. Ah, there are multiple elven wizards. That might explain things a little bit. Still, it was mostly low-level spells to take anyway. But I don't think I have any magic resistance at all at this point, so yeah, everything works. Might have to read things a little bit. Such a huge amount of mages available, I can't just ignore them anymore. Target selection also helps a little bit, but just a bit.
The good.
Still, can't say it's irrelevant. Most of the trouble coming our way does come from fairly low-level spells overall. So the spell immunity of first and second level spells should be at least considered. Again, we solved the situation by drinking a potion called 1500 gold, which is a pittance for us, something we earn multiple times over constantly. So maybe it's just more sensible to just drink potions. There's nothing particularly wrong with that either. Because even though the damage is somewhat troublesome, it's ultimately irrelevant. That's the easiest thing to deal with. If we get some kind of bad status effects, then that's it. I can't do anything about it. But I can always drink healing potions. Oh, there's a wizard. There's a wizard. Somewhere there's a wizard. Celestial wizard. Right, the rogue can throw a couple of spells, but it's ultimately irrelevant. We need more attack power. I don't think a single spellcaster has really bothered us all that much. 2 and 3, and then it's enough to overcome the regeneration. At these spellcasting levels, higher level spellcasters naturally will be much more dangerous. Kill the Medusa. Yeah, we can easily do a couple of 100 points of damage quickly. The thing is, imagine doing these same fights with some other class. Even a mage with their super spells, doing a couple of 100 points of damage quickly is not an easy thing to do. And you can't do it all that many times before you have to rest. With a fighter, you can just keep doing it and 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 doing it, no problem. And there's a merchant. It's a dragon, so it's unlikely to suddenly die away. A cleared area. No. I gotta get the manticore first. Manticore first. Hive breeder. So it's a mini boss. Definitely yes. Lana.
Pleased to see you.
Lane. Okay. A friend of mine wishes for you to obtain hummingbears. Some are found on creatures on level 3 and I will pay you for each one you obtain. I will need to accompany you on this task. Yeah, sure, why not? Who the hell are you? It looks like a wizard. He's a level 12 wizard. Awful good. With a light crossbow. Sure, he will survive all
To the fight!
long time.
Onward!
Okay. Area cleared and we have a proper merchant. What could be better than this? Can you heal me? And there's no charge on that. Okay. Much appreciated. Okay, do you have anything useful? There's a plus shield of safety. We have a plus 3 shield of light that has plus 1 regeneration added to it. This has a saving throw versus negative energy plus 5, which is nice, but I don't give a crap, so we'll ignore it. True sight belt. Reflex saving throws, but we are strength focused. Razor's safety has saving throws versus poison. Oh, that's interesting. There's 121,000 damage reduction gloves. Damage reduction plus 4, soak 20 damage, improved evasion. No one is gonna have plus 4 weapons for some time. So I'll soak 20 damage from every attack, and I would lose 2 strength in that exchange. I'll take it. So we're gonna stop taking physical damage for a long time. Right. 100,000 gold well spent, I'd say. Plus 2, soak 35 damage. Holy shit, those values are just ridiculous. It's practical immunity to a lot of enemies. Because typical weapons and typical characters, even on critical hits, are not gonna do any more than that. So, just if you get lucky, how the hell is anyone supposed to kill you? I guess they don't. But again, this favors fighter, because with every other class, well, rogue would have to hide in shadows, but you can still do it. But a mage or a cleric would still have to, plus 5 constitution, would still have to use spell power to get things done. The constantly draining abilities. There's no particular fundamental problem with that. It's that it seems like the game supports that, but it's geared like the cost is only going to be really hurting the spellcaster types. I don't have to give a crap about that. That's the weird thing about it. The idea would work better in a role-playing game like Skyrim, where it doesn't really, there's no specific class you play, they're just skills and attributes. But here it just doesn't work. Carry cap weight is not a universal thing in D&D. Not every character is created equal on that front. You could develop attributes in a different way, then it wouldn't matter that much. But since if you don't have the correct attributes, your class is basically worthless. You literally can't cast spells without the intelligence on a wizard. So you can't just take strength. You sacrifice too much for high strength values. So I don't get it. I do not get it. Maybe you can take a companion that constantly carries around or something, and then you take care of your companion. Or work around it. But still, the point remains, a fighter does not have to work around anything. You can just pretty much ignore it. Rubbish loot. Absolute garbage. +2 charisma when used, so not used. Is that it? More or less, yes. Still, fantastic find on the protection front. We can increase physical damage even further. Although, well, we have to keep an eye out for similar items on the magic front. I think I'll check the eastern area here and leave it at that. We really... I keep saying that I probably should ignore certain things, but I don't know what I should and shouldn't ignore. The quests we get from the leaders of these dungeons sort of complicate things. Not just good enough to go for the leaders directly. Maybe it is. They seem to be giving you items that are useful, but by no means mandatory.
The good of all!
Long path for another level up. We need at least a couple more before we get any real benefits. The best benefits can be gained through simply getting the anvil upgrade somehow. I'm sure this dungeon level has an anvil upgrade system somewhere. Also, some sort of recipe for elemental weapons. That is pretty much the only balancing thing for a fighter that I can think of. Everyone else is not that reliant on the weapons. Fighter is. So everything else is pretty much perfect, super well developed, but the weapon is lackluster. That's a lot of wizards. Yeah, this could be trouble. No, there's only one wizard. The rest will run out of spells after 2 casts, so they're not that good of a. And I've regenerated most of the damage. Might be able to speed things up by ignoring certain things, but that doesn't work. Can't do that. I don't know. I don't know what would work. I just feel like I should be trying to do something. The Basilisk has to die. How the fuck do I even access the Basilisk? Where is it? I can see a Basilisk somewhere. Yeah, there. But I can't literally see it. It should be a gigantic lizard, so why can't I see it? Where is the Basilisk? Well, I'm pretty sure if I go close enough, it's going to use his gaze attack on me. It seems like I might not have any way of attacking back. It's like he's somewhere in the randomly generated terrain trapped there. Hope for the best, I guess. I don't want to save here. Now I load, it might pop back up and I would have all my companions there, so it'll just gaze attack everyone. See if we can lure it out. Attacking us. But we do have whirlwind attack, I suppose. Oh, we continue combat after that, so that'll do it. Automatically targeted. That's how you kill invisible basilisks, apparently. I've discovered a secret. Oh shit, everyone's here, and there's also a Medusa.
The good over to the fight! Onward!
Yeah, this is gonna be bad. I'm glad that my order to attack the Medusa was early. Who died? Lester. Did I save recently? I think I might have saved recently. No. No. monster's gone. And we got 666 gold pieces in return. Can I use Dispel Potion to counter that? I mean, I might as well try something. Nothing really to lose. Doesn't look good. How about freedom of movement? So he's gone. I should have this spell potion of sort of certain type. Where the hell are they? Although I'm not sure that would work. Yeah, she's gone. Just don't have the means to restore her.
Hold this place. Let nothing uproot you.
Manticore cannot harm me anymore, because it's literally impossible. The maximum damage that his individual spike can do is less than we have damage reduction. So really currently the petrification is the only real problem we have. Because immunities don't seem to cover petrification. Fortitude success. So bump up fortitude. I guess we're lucky. Okay, the dire spider is petrified. Yeah. We're lucky in that sense, where we have a class that's resistant to it. It will be increasingly resistant to it. Every level is pretty much possible to our saving throws against it. Technically our companion, the one who got petrified, is not really dead yet. So we could find a way to counter it. We could restore her. Is there a merchant here? Because potentially there would be scrolls that allow you to do it. Yep, this has also the anvil, so I'll upgrade my equipment while we're here too, and leave things at that. But first things first, we'll see if we can get the petrification away. But again, yeah, there's no shopkeeper here. Medusa. So there's at least 2 guys with petrification attacks in here. Medusa first. The Gorgon Breath is more dangerous. Saving throw is harder. Saving difficulty is harder. Yeah, we need a good saving throw to survive that. Still about 50-50, but that is something that is something we have to avoid. Cannot be that uncertain. Wizard's bonus spells. Wonder if the petrified corpse stays here. We could go to the previous area and use the merchant there. They'll definitely have scrolls. Petrification is not something I can cast from a scroll, but stone to flesh might be. I think it's worth a try, although we could probably see it on the journal is the quest even there anymore. Hard to say. It's not that big of a deal for me though. I mean, I literally can't remember what the quest was. So, we're gonna just ignore it. Still, finally we can hopefully do something with the +3 armor. What do we want to do with it? What abilities do we want to put in it? Level ability drain immunity, improved evasion, probably. I should have more recipes. I accidentally got rid of them or something. Fuck me. Yeah. Do you use up recipes? Is that a thing? Still, two. Didn't even think about that. But wait, I had like 3 regeneration recipes. The recipes must be used, that's what it means. I can't think of any other reason why I shouldn't have them. Because I'm looking at a lot of recipes I'm pretty sure I've never used at this point. So we're definitely not switching this for anything. Might as well add the... we're not gonna add a goddamn thing. Okay, I fundamentally misunderstood how these things work. At the same time, it's not that bad. Because it's not like I did not pick up these type of recipes. I just thought a recipe is why would you... Fundamentally, a recipe is just a guide. It is not an ingredient you spend when you do these things. But apparently it is, so much I can do about that. I'll still leave things at here. Prepare to go to the east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This also sort of favors the go and explore all areas because the recipes are incredibly valuable now. Like massively valuable. Every and each thinking one of them. Even the shitty ones, because you might as well slap them on something. There's no reason not to, really. +1 against dragons? Sure, why not? What the hell do you have to lose? Yeah, and you open up your inventory space by doing that. Right, so, live and learn.